Up to 10 people are killed every year by lightning, 10 people. And in recent months there's been increased storm activity throughout much of the country. So how do you stay safe when lightning strikes? Well, here's Ben Fordham.
Then as soon as she realised that her feet were burning, that's when I realised I had no feelings from here down. It was just dead. It's just, I know what a paraplegic feels like now, and it's the worst feeling ever.
It's not often someone lives to tell a story like this. 10 days ago, lightning struck the back of this truck and ricocheted onto the two women standing behind it, Robin Otley and her best friend Kalina.
And we were just booted, and my thongs, when my husband came down to collect the ute later on, my thongs were just sitting there like that, so I can't remember what happened, but I know I was back here somewhere and on the ground. I went deaf for a split second. My legs started to go purple. I had this big red stripe down the back of this leg, and here I had like a big burn mark and stripes down that side. I was paralysed for probably maybe 3 to 4 minutes.
In the past month, there's been a massive increase in storm activity in eastern Australia. 2 weeks ago in New South Wales, 45,000 strikes were recorded in only 12 hours.
What we've had in recent weeks is a lot more energy in the atmosphere, a lot of moisture flowing in from the ocean, and therefore thunderstorms are much deeper, and the lightning has become much more frequent and more dangerous.
That's incredible!
This amazing footage was captured by Jimmy DeGara and David Crone. Some people call them crazy, but they call themselves professional storm chasers. There are plenty of misconceptions, they say, when it comes to lightning.
Oh! That was close!
Thunderstorms can actually produce drop lightning bolts 10 kilometres outside from the obvious areas where the storm is, so you're at risk within 10 kilometres from the storm.
Don't think because it's not raining, it's not going to produce lightning.
Clear skies all around. Where it's black up north there was exactly like that, and there was another cloud milling up around that just looked like it had a bit of rain in it, like that does.
But nothing intimidating?
No thunder, no nothing. Nothing around.
At the same time Robin was hit by lightning, David Evans was also struck, playing cricket just 5 kilometres away.
Was he a good son?
Yes. That's one thing I miss.
Ted and Roma are still trying to come to terms with the tragedy that befell their 31-year-old son.
What sort of a cricketer was David?
A slogger.
It was just after 4 p.m. and David Evans was doing what he loved more than anything, scoring runs for his beloved 4th grade cricket side here at Bomaderry. Then, out of the sky, came a lightning bolt. 7 players were knocked to the ground, but the point of impact was the tallest object in sight. The bloke they called Big Dave.
Came straight down. It seemed to hit him, I thought, fair on the head. It's so quick, of course. It seemed to just stay in just that fraction of a second. He froze. He seemed to shiver as he was standing up. He had the bat by his side, and then he just went down. You could tell Dave was in a bad way. He just wasn't responding, and he's unfortunately going the wrong colour pretty quick.
Teammate Graham Cord was one of the few players who actually saw the lightning strike.
Went through his body, came out on the pitch. The pitch is over there. It made a lifted part of the turf up and went through his bat. This is his bat. He was earthed by the bat touching the ground, and that was the unfortunate thing that he had, and it might have gone somewhere else if it wasn't for the bat.
You're not going to believe this, but there's a lightning strike just behind you as you were talking there.
As I said, if it gets too close, I'm gone.
There's a good rule of thumb to follow in terms of storm safety, known as the 30-30 rule. What that means is that if you see a flash of lightning and hear thunder within 30 seconds, that means the storm's about 10 kilometres away, and that's the time to take action. And after the storm's passed, you should wait at least 30 minutes after hearing the last thunder or seeing the last flash of lightning before you go outside again.
Come on, baby. Shit! Oh my God! Blimey! You all right? Yeah.
John Stevens used to love getting up close and personal with storms. But these days, this avid weather watcher keeps an eye on things from the safety of his own home. It's no surprise when you consider just how close he came to disaster.
You get a first initial strike, a second initial strike, and then you'll get the main body coming down. And what you actually see when we freeze frame it is a return stroke. And that return stroke is like the tree on fire. And after that, you get that main big bolt which is up there. Well, I tell you one thing, I was baptised a week later. So,
Is that right?
Yeah, that's fair dinkum. No,
You went and got baptised?
I went and got baptised a week later.
Because the big guy looked after you?
Well, that's what I said. I think he was telling me something. Yeah.
Now, there are some simple rules to follow. Firstly, if you're indoors, stay indoors. It's the safest place to be. Avoid using the telephone and plumbing. If you're driving, stay inside your vehicle. Crouch down in a low area if caught outdoors. Keep clear of trees, power poles and bodies of water. If outdoors in a group, do not huddle together. And lastly, don't use umbrellas or sporting equipment.
Nature's recent fireworks spectacular has left many with stories of near misses, like the policeman whose vehicle was scorched while driving, and the fisherman thrown 20 metres from his boat. But Robin Oatley has been far too close for comfort, and she's urging everyone to respect the warning.
People are outside watering their gardens and riding bikes, and then the thunder's looming around, and I'm thinking, just get inside, you don't realise what can happen to you.
Ben Fordham with that spectacular story. And you'll find more information at our website, including links to the web address where some of the most spectacular images of lightning strikes are collected. All right, now to the woman who must surely be Australia's most devoted